What is going on, guys? We're finally back with another video on Madden 17 franchise. This is, of course, the Falcons Primetime League, which we are doing very well in. You see we're 7-2. That is because we got a sim loss. I mean, it wasn't a forced loss, but we lost in sim to a 1-7 team where the owner is actually trying to tank for a good pick. So we both lost this week, realistically. And it was really BS because, yeah, it was the deadline, but it was that day that the servers were messed up for not EA, but for Microsoft. You couldn't access downloadable content, and you just couldn't even log into your account sometimes. But it is what it is. We took a loss, and we're only one game ahead in the division when we're going against the team right behind us. So we did take a win earlier in the season against the Panthers. It was in a huge way as well. So obviously we're looking to do the same. Sadly, you guys might not know it. You will tomorrow for sure. But we've actually been playing kind of badly in Madden lately. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's some new cheese going on or I'm just lost it completely. I have no clue. There you can see Lacey's wide open. Not going to throw it to him. X is open too. I don't know, maybe just a good user, and wow, picked off by Xavier Rhodes. Going down the field, and that could have been a touchdown, but he moved slightly. Missed the score. Doesn't miss the score there. That is a touchdown, which takes us already down by 7. Start of the ball possession, and it's going to be picked off again by Xavier Rhodes. Our offensive line, I can't really say they got in the way, but the stupid EA glitch again where your running back can't get away from the O-line. 3rd and 5, Case Keenum, apparently the greatest quarterback to ever exist, throwing that perfectly in, and that's going to be a touchdown QB sneak right up the middle. If you don't know who our opponent is, I don't know if he has a YouTube channel or not, but he's, I would think, by far the most active player in this league. Makes so many trades, like he has Alshon Jeffrey right now, Xavier Rhodes. He changes his team up quite a bit, so it's cool to have someone like that in our division, as I like to try to do the same thing. We haven't really found those types of trades, but either way, it's good to have a competitor, and that's what it is between me and him for the division this year. I don't know if there's anyone else in range, but I know it's only between me and him or one other person. There's one person right at the bottom of the division. Somewhere we're probably going to be soon if we keep playing like this. Already down 14-0. Received the ball first, and this is now our 3rd interception of the game. As you might have known, we did lose Matt Ryan a couple of weeks back. He is down to 2 or 3 weeks remaining until we get him back. Ran a blitz there, still allowing huge gainage from Latavius Murray. 3rd and 7 now from about midfield point, and over the middle, actually intercepted by Deion Jones, who, believe it or not, actually is in, I believe, the top 5 or 6 for Defensive Player of the Year. He has a lot of sacks on the season, and he's gotten a couple of picks, so hopefully he can continue that as he's off to a decent start, I suppose, this game. Hopefully our offense could turn it around. I mean, we still have plenty of time to get this back. And look at that. It just seems like nobody is open. 3rd and 10 now. What are we going to do? We're going to run the ball. Somehow he sees that coming. Not really sure how, but it does cause us to have the punt. So start of the second quarter. 2nd and 12, running it, and we actually get a stop there. Now on to 3rd and 10. Can we get something on defense? Maybe a score, because our offense seems not to be able to do it. Wide open there, and it just seems like both lines, the offensive and defensive lines, both not doing their jobs this game. And 3rd and 7, another 3rd down over the middle, and it's caught. Honestly, I have no idea who that is. Big body, could have been Jeffrey, not quite sure. 2nd and 7 though, looking for a run. It isn't a run. We come with a blitz, and we can't get that either. Strip attempt by Trufant, down to the 6 for Terrence Williams. We actually had a bid war with him in the offseason to try to get him, and I pulled off last second. Speaking of pulling off last second, we are way too late to that ball. So it's 21-0. 2nd and 10. 2-minute warning in the second quarter. Trying to run the ball. Somehow nothing is working. Going to have to rely on a big face mask penalty there. So midpoint of the field. 1st and 10. Blitz over the middle. And look at the PI on that play. Somehow wasn't called. I was actually really butthurt. I was like, punt the ball right now. Obviously he didn't. I mean, there's really no reason for him to. I mean, it's a realistic league, but at the same time, if a call didn't get called, you know, you can't, like, EA is at fault there. Jumping into the end zone there. I believe he does actually miss the extra point, which he does. 3rd and 17. End of the second quarter. Looking for something, some miracle. Already down by almost 28 points. Going to the top of the field, and it's gonna be dropped. That would end the second quarter. Here we are going for the onside kick. I mean, anything can happen, especially if we can receive this onside kick. Very close, but can't quite get to it. It goes right out of bounds. 3rd and 1. Gonna run with a commit here. See if we can get it going. I mean, there's a lot on the line for this game, and that's a huge run to the outside, and he goes down early. 5 minutes left in the third. Now 4 minutes left in the third. 3rd and 7, running up the middle, and just look at that. Like, that is just in the tail of the tape, this game. Very great amount of unfortunate things happen to us. Can we at least try to, you know, prove that we're not just going to sit down and lose? I mean, obviously we're going to lose, but can we turn this around? We've had a great season so far. Matt Ryan getting hurt does hurt a lot, but it really hasn't been a decision-making problem. It's been a play problem. We haven't had anyone open in the slightest. I think if we could go back and play this game from just recording this, wow, a little bit of an overthrow, but once again, not a great decision. We didn't really have much room, but if we can go back and play this game over, I think I would utilize the running back more. I think his users on the running back were lacking a bit, and look at that. That is horrendous, but I mean, what can you do? They can't block before the ball is touched. Going to the right and throwing up to the side, Julio Jones, and that's going to be, I believe, Xavier Rhodes' 4th interception of the game, tying the NFL record. One of those odd games, just kind of like how D'Angelo Hall had one of those a long time ago. Like, wow, okay. Celebrating a little early there, but against the Bears. And Devontae Freeman finally getting a little bit of room, but even that, minimal game as per usual this match. Huge blitz, can't get anything done. 3rd and 10 from the play action. Offensive line can't hold forever. They don't fumble. Recovered by us, surprisingly. 4th and 21. Obviously, we have the right to go for it. There's no point for me to punt this. And looking for someone, don't find anyone, and that's another sack fumble. And of course, it leads to just about nothing. It's just a field goal attempt, and he misses. I don't know if he was doing that just to be nice, but he did miss an extra point earlier. It is really tough in this league to hit those. You would think it would be easy, but it's not quite. Left side of the field, throwing it up. Julio wants to go for the one-hander. Tries to, and he obviously doesn't get it. Right bumper wide open there. Throwing it not at all. Brock Osweiler. Oh, it's not even Brock Osweiler anymore. I forgot. We put in Glennon getting the play there. I believe we started him just this drive. I don't know what the tail is, because Osweiler was playing really well for us, but it's just he had a really bad game here. I don't know what the move is going on from now, and once again, another shot to Julio. Just not going to go down. 3rd and 10, running up the middle. Eddie Lacy finding minimal gain. I don't know how our offense has just been so bad. I don't know if it has something to do with losing last week. Y is wide open there, but of course, we're looking for the deep play, and it's dropped by Julio again. Not easy. And even not easier is the fact that we are now 7-3, so we took back-to-back losses. Obviously, we didn't really take the loss last week, but I mean, either way, it's a 7-3 record, tying our rival opponent who just beat us here. I don't know what the tiebreaker is. I know for a fact we did lose to another division rival this year, so we are at least 0-2 in the division. I think we're 1-2 at minimum, but you know what I'm trying to say. Just not a great game from us at all. It just seems like once you get into a slump, it's almost impossible to get out of it. And you can see huge game for Xavier Rhodes. Deion Jones at least got a pick. That's the only positive thing that happened for us all game. Out of the game, though, we are happy to say that we have Keanu Neal to a superstar development trait. About to show that on screen in a moment. So 22 years old, superstar development trait. He is a beast. And honestly, he's been rather quiet this whole franchise, so it's a little weird. But of course, we're also going to get Deion Jones, the quick development trade. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. We are going to release Brock Osweiler, looking for a new quarterback. Obviously, we only have to wait 2 or 3 more weeks to get Matt Ryan back. But we obviously also need to make the playoffs. We're kind of falling off a little bit here. There's a lot of talented teams, and 7-3 right now. It's good, but if we continue to lose, we could easily go 8-8, you know, even 7-9. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys come back for next video, which tomorrow will be an Ultimate Team Seasons video. But, I mean, until then, see ya!